So before you go out and talk about it, go see my Last of Us Part 2 review. Like, I go deep into how I feel about the game. I go deep in how the game affected me, and I talk to you about what the game does good. But this video is about Last of Us sequel, Last of Us Part 3 if it's ever made, and how that open ending really got my mind really working. So guys, first of all I'm going to say, if you haven't played The Last of Us Part 2, this will be a spoiler, so get the fuck out of here and let's get that review. I will go on in 1, 2, 3, go. So The Last of Us Part 2 ended with Ellie going its side and Abby going her own side. So yes, you don't get to kill Abby. And I think that was a good ending, open ending. For some people it was trash. No, if you put it into perspective, if you're a person who reads books, who plays a lot of video games and plays a lot of series, there's always a side to the coin. This at least it didn't end up like a Game of Thrones type of bullshit, but no. The game offers you a lot of stuff, okay? The ending, in my theory, it's that in the third game, you will lose Abby. Like it or not, you're gonna use Abby. And I'll tell you why, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, if you remember Last of Us Part 1, you used Joel, and you killed a surgeon, you killed a person, a doctor. And that doctor, if you didn't know, it was Abby's father. So that is one of the main things about The Last of Us Part 2. That the revenge of Abby is because Joel killed her father in the world's stupidest way. So her father was the last doctor, if you didn't know, was the last doctor to know things about the virus. And he said that it was the only way to get a cure was to kill Ellie. Was to kill Ellie, because the fungus was in her brain, so they have to kill her. So if you want, you're gotta operate because you need the brain. You're gonna die. And Joel decided to not, like, no, I'm not gonna let Ellie kill them. I'm not gonna let Ellie die. So that interacts between the Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us 1 between Part 2, and 4 to 5 years later, Ellie knows what happens. She's not with good terms with Joe, at least now, because if you see the ending, that crushing hard to the knife to the heart ending, they kind of like rekindle the relationship, but it was too late because Joel dies the next day, thanks to Abby. So going straight forward, when you play more of the story, you get to know that Ellie finds the truth. Okay. After that, she found a case with a recording saying that it doesn't matter if they get like 10 immune people, there's not a single person who can get a cure because the only person who knew Joel killed him. So that is a thing I really had to talk about. That is at the last almost part, like an hour or 2 hours before the ending of the game, you're playing as Abby. So Abby is searching for persons in Santa Barbara. And she finds the base with 200 soldiers strong and more by the day. And that gets you going. That gets you on your head. That gets you like mentally going. You know, like, holy motherfucker, that's some critical. And that's when it hit me. Last of Us Part 3, you will get to play as Ellie, and something happens. Abby, and you need to find Ellie. But you get to know that Ellie has been kidnapped, or has been missing in action, or I don't know, bullshit, or you just get played with both. But that means in Last of Us Part 3, it can mean that you get the cure, finally get the cure. Either Ellie dies, or either, I don't know, they find another way to make the cure, and Ellie's immune system has way beyond that. She can now create antibodies to fight the virus. I saw some weird shit on this Last of Us Part 2 because Ellie, like we didn't even see how the spores affected the host. In Last of Us Part 2, you get to see how the spores affect the person, and it affects fast. Like the person didn't even be like there for, let's say, half an hour. Let's say she was like there like 5 minutes, and she was already coughing, like she was already dying. And she was fucked up. She was done. And we can see between more years that pass, by the way, this is like 25 years in the future. It's 2030 or 2037, 2038 or 2039 or 2040. The game features some unique clickers, and one of them is a boss that it was holy fucking shit. Really weird, really weird. And I know all this is theorizing, but just imagine the third game, you finally finding the cure. The fireflies are not dead. I don't know what happens between the ML Elf and the Seraphites. I think they're all done. They cannot be because that attack really fucked up the Seraphites. Maybe there's still some ML Elf, and I think they can be the bad person because of Abby, and that can be the bad part, you know. And I don't know what's gonna happen to Jackson. Like, Tommy's still there, Jackson's still thriving. It could be a weird game. It could be just the exact same thing as the first one, finding Ellie or taking Ellie. It has a lot of open doors, and I think that's why Neil Druckmann wrote this ending. Like, it opens up to a lot of things that can happen in The Last of Us Part 3. By the way, I can be interested in The Last of Us prequel with Tommy, please. That motherfucker has some really good fucking skills. Like, if you play Last of Us in the part of Abby when she's fucking running from Tommy, holy shit! Tommy's the shit, okay? I really want to know his story between those 20 years between The Last of Us. Last of Us 1 before The Last of Us, okay? That's mind blowing. But going on to finish this video, I think Last of Us 3 can be the ending of the end of Ellie and the clickers as we know it. But it's still weird how they're gonna find the cure, because it would be really stupid to end the game with nobody getting cured. Really. Because there's no people that are immune. There's no more people. The only person you know in this game that is immune is Ellie. And it's weird. It's weird, in my opinion. So guys, that's my theory video. I wanted to make this video because I like to keep different type of topics. And this is because The Last of Us Part 2 I already finished that game, and right now I'm playing Judgment. By the way, amazing game from the creators of Yakuza. So comment below, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the ending. Let me know what you think about what can be The Last of Us Part 3. And what are your theories? As you know, comment below, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in the next rating guys show.